Many sellers think Amazon policies are unclear by accident. They're not. The wording is intentionally broad. And that's where most sellers misread it. Sellers read policies as instructions. Amazon writes them as risk boundaries. This difference causes constant mistakes. When a policy says must be able to provide documentation, sellers interpret that as a checklist. Invoice, supplier name, product match. Amazon interprets it as credibility. The policy is not asking, do you have a document? It's asking, does your sourcing reduce future risk? Another common misread is the word may. When Amazon says it may request documents, sellers assume flexibility. Optional review, case-by-case discretion. In reality, may means conditional escalation. If risk crosses a threshold, review becomes automatic. Sellers also misunderstand scope. Policies rarely apply only to one ASIN, one invoice, or one event. Amazon applies policy language to account behavior over time. That's why fixing a single listing often doesn't resolve the issue. The policy was never about that listing. It was about pattern exposure. Another dangerous assumption is that policies define exact requirements. They don't. They define minimum expectations. Everything beyond that is evaluated through internal systems sellers never see. This is why sellers argue, I followed the policy exactly. From Amazon's view, you met the baseline. But the baseline is not approval. It's eligibility for review. Approval depends on risk signals outside the written policy. The final misread is intent. Sellers assume policies describe what Amazon wants sellers to do. Policies actually describe what Amazon needs to protect against. Once you read them that way, the tone changes. They stop sounding vague. They start sounding cautious. Understanding policy wording is not about memorizing rules. It's about understanding purpose. When sellers stop reading policies literally and start reading them strategically, many enforcement decisions suddenly make sense, and fewer mistakes repeat themselves. Because the seller is responding to the real signal, not just the written words.